Hey guys, Rockin' Robbo here, this time with the Lord of the Rings game update video. So, a few things to talk about in this one. The first thing I'll start off is the one series that will be stopping, which is the War of the Ring playthrough. So that was it was a fun little strategy game. I'd have liked to have continued doing it. I think I'm actually on the base version of the game right now. I didn't think I was. Anyway, distractions aside. Anyway, so I've decided to stop that simply because it's a lot of hassle on the War of the Ring, because for some reason the game data doesn't save. So basically I do 2 campaign missions, say, and the game doesn't save it. So the next time I boot the game up, I'm back at mission 1, so you can see how it's not viable for me to keep doing that game as a series, because obviously I can't get through it if I have to play like about 5 hours worth of gameplay beforehand to actually get back to the end chapter, say. So that's why that will be ending. However, that doesn't mean that I will never play it again. I may end up doing some skirmishes, and if I ever do any live streaming, sort of some long-term live streaming, I may revisit it and play it in one sitting. So basically, to be honest, it would be, unless I'm not going to do it unless it's some sort of charity live stream that I do it someday. But like I say, don't count it out. I may do the odd skirmish now and then, but the campaigns are done, because it's just simply not viable for me to try and do it. Now, on to the next thing, Battle for Middle-earth 1, which is what I'm playing right now. So, I'm honestly not sure if I'll do any more videos on this game. I like this game, don't get me wrong. I absolutely adore The Lord of the Rings, the Battle for Middle-earth 1. It's still my favourite game. Now, you can say that's partly due to nostalgia, because it was not the first strategy game I ever had, but the first one that I really loved, that really caught my interest. So, as much as I'd like to do more, I think I've played it to death. I did challenge mode on the Elven Alliance mod, which is the hardest mod. I made it harder by not using powers or elite troops. That campaign, it's done. I don't think I can really do any more on this game, which means I will move on to the Battle for Middle-earth 2. So, the plan is to go for challenge mode on the Battle for Middle-earth 2. If you don't know what challenge mode is, I'll link the video, will pop up on screen at the end of the video, sort of the playlist to take you to that one. That was a long time ago I did that though, so... But the same rules will apply for, sort of, if I did Battle for Middle-earth 2. The only problem with that is I know the missions would take a lot longer, because in some of them you really kind of needed the powers to make it speed up, although I'd say that was probably more true in the Battle for Middle-earth 2 Rise of the Witch King, because then you really did need the powers, otherwise you just couldn't do anything. So that's the plan for that, and then finally I come on to the Edain mod. Now, that I have still got so much scope to do videos on. I'm going to severely cut down on the individual videos I do, so the 45-minute challenges and the 2v1 challenges, they will probably not happen much, if at all, anymore, simply because I've already shown that it's possible for any of them quite easily. I could cut it down to 30 minutes and it would be close, but I think I would manage it. So, but no, I'm done doing challenge mode for the time being. It was fun, sort of challenge modes and 45-minute challenges. They were fun, but I'm kind of beyond that, I think, now. I need to start doing other videos. I want to do more online stuff. I've been slacking recently, and that's because, one, I was ill, then I was on holiday, then I got ill again, and I'm just getting better now, and I'm not quite 100% again, but I'm getting pretty close. So that's part of the reason why videos have been sparse, to say the least, recently. So, but that's the plan with Edain. I know that they're planning at some point, I don't know when, to and a campaign, and when that does happen, a lot of solo vids will come out because I will be doing the campaign on the channel, but that all depends, like I say, on when it actually comes out. Since I do know some of the people do watch it, the Edain mod is awesome. They've done a great job on it. It's one of my favourite Battle for Middle-earth mods to date, and I know that they've got a lot of great plans. I did recently see there was an update for sieges, because the thing with Battle for Middle-earth Edain mod is, and you could say that for the first game to a degree, is that because towers were so good, trebuchets on the fortress were useless, troops on your force were useless, and unless your opponent brought a load of catapults, they couldn't knock you down. So they just stand outside with a massive army and a bunch of catapults, and you couldn't do anything. So that's why they made some great fixes, I think, that are upcoming. I don't know when the patch will come out. They haven't given a specific date yet, which I suppose is a smart thing to do, because you can never tell what will happen in life. So, but when that does drop, I'll do a bunch of videos on that just to show off the different siege aspects, but I won't do any more individual games versus the AI, because you've seen it all before. I think I've done 30 videos at least of me fighting the AI. I think I've done all I can to beat up the AI. It's just about getting better online again, or online now. So I will be doing more of those if I can find a few people who will be happy to do it. I know that there's a couple who will do so, but that's the plan for that. I don't think there's any more Lord of the Rings stuff I will do. I know there's other games I could play. For example, I could play the Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor games on my PlayStation, which at some point down the road is a possibility. It's the same with ones like I'd love to play the 2000 Return of the King games off PlayStation 2, but I don't have the equipment to record that at the minute. That would be a great thing at some point down the line, but for now it's another thing. It's a pipe dream. It's not going to happen in the near future. All I can say is watch this space. I will probably update when that becomes a viable sort of thing for me to do. But apart from that, I don't think there's anything else. I'd say if there's any other Lord of the Rings game you want to see me play, suggest them. I may end up playing them. I know there's some other great ones. One I would actually, now that I think about it, something I would like to do, even though the game is dead now, I'd love to play Guardians of Middle-earth on the Xbox 360 again if the servers are still working, because that was a great game. I don't care what anybody says, that was a great game. I love it. I know I probably will do a video on that. I wish the community hadn't died on that, and I wish Monolith hadn't given up on it like they did. But that's the truth with that. Anyway, I battled this on easy because I wasn't really paying attention to the difficulty. I just wanted to get this video out. So thank you all for watching. There'll be another update video out tomorrow, which will be revolving around Let's Plays, so keep an eye open for that. Thank you all for watching. Leave any suggestions you have for things in the comments below. If you're interested in battling me in anything, do that. Any series you'd like me to see me try, just leave them below and I'll take them into consideration. So thank you all once again, and I will see you all next time.